going.
Should we go down
live.
channel?
Oh yeah, we should go down channel. My light's not turning on. Why's my light not turning on? Not cool.
Test.
Hold on. All right, say test now.
Test.
There we go. Let me fix my light. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I had something plugged in here. Unplugged it. There we go. Where did you put the enemy's stuff? In his own folder? What did you do here?
Hold on.
No, I don't see one.
I think I have him just on the. Oh, I didn't export it.
Okay. Put him in his own folder so he has all his extra stuff with him. His bolt, his rain of ice, his shield.
Well,
All that goes, just put it in there with him. Don't whoa me. Whoa.
we'll protect that projectiles has its own folder.
I understand that, but it's becoming very confusing what goes with what. So I've been putting everything with the thing that owns it.
Well, I envision that multiple
Okay.
enemies are going to be using the
Please
same
just
thing,
put
right?
it wherever you want to put it so I can get going. I don't care anymore.
It's not saved in a file that you can use, is what I'm telling you. So I have to save it.
Do something, please, with it. I'm waiting for you. We need to figure out your folder structure because it is difficult.
For you.
Everything is environment.
The
Yeah.
environment. Not the environment.
Everything is in the environment.
Because everything goes into the environment if you think about it, right?
Yes, fact.
You're not
I
wrong.
fucking can't.
Oh,
I
that one's
can't.
actually saved as a PNG already.
Aerithon, why are you crying? She's so sad.
Sad.
No, she's hurt because you're talking to her like
She
that.
wants some s'mores.
That she does.
I open up 2 windows here. All right, so let's see.
Some music. Music.
That, and then try this. If that doesn't work, we'll go with the shield over the head.
I'm okay with it for now. The shield over the head is going to be something different that I'm going to have to code anyway.
did I do with that though? Is that in here? Maybe. What did I do with that?
Does this Frost Mage Frostbolt have a animation, or is the Frostbolt solid?
The bolt or ball is just solid. It doesn't have an animation.
Okay.
Aha. There you are. Okay, so you need okay, 1. If it has, I probably should take off excess pixels, right?
Like left and right and up and down?
Yeah.
Leave it. It's centered. It's fine for now. Won't have any impact on me.
Terrible boat.
Huh?
Terrible. It's so messy.
Okay, it's done. And then this one has an animation, but it is not center. Let me see if I can find what that is. It's 2x2. So the animation, I actually have like the shadow on the ground too. I'm gonna give that to you, all of it together. So it's the highest it goes right there.
Yeah, I never saw it go above that white or that line in the gray there. Yeah.
6, 7. So 14 pixels. So 10 pixels on the left.
It's a really handy shrinking tool.
Yeah,
Most
it actually is one of the
stuff.
best shrinking tools, and expanding
Yeah.
is good too.
A lot of those are fucking terrible where they're just I pull from the right and the bottom, fuck you.
11, 22. $28 wide. Nope. 32.
There we go. Lovely.
So I have the animation going. Well,
Does not matter right now.
I have it going through twice, so I'm just going to give you one because that's all
Okay.
you need.
Yep.
Oh no, I am going to give you this whole thing. Because that's why I did it twice, to keep the shadow large.
That's fine. I just need something to play with. I don't care what it looks like.
This one's going to be a sprite sheet. Okay. I have the projectiles done. You want me to give you that right now?
I need everything. Yeah, I need.
Okay. Give me your attitude.
I thought you had all of this already, so I was going to start working on
I
this.
already told you I didn't have it done, or well, in a form that you could use. It's like I had a habit of working on stuff and I just save it as the Aseprite file. Okay. It's fine. That's done. Okay, now for him. So I gave you 2 auras, named the same thing. One's, Shield Aura and Shield Aura 2, just so you could try them both out.
Okay.
I have two of the same frame. I'll just delete one. Don't need two of those. I'm going to delete this frame. That. That. Or do you? Wait a second. So
New Roof and Asher.
and it's been a while since I've given you a full animation like this. Do you need repeat frames if it's in an animation?
No.
Okay. So anything that's a duplicate, I'm going to delete, and you can put the duplicate back in.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
Oh my god. What the fuck bit me?
I don't have a death animation or like a being hit. Is that okay?
I'm doing none of the animations right now.
Okay. Oh, you said you needed everything.
Oh my god.
Yep.
You can offer. It's completely okay with me.
Mm-hmm.
AD key sanity.
Yeah, that's the test for the Nightbot.
Gonna say, is Dr. Bowser playing? Actually, he is. I don't know what he's playing, but he is playing. All right, so doing get.
Here's
Did you fix my thing from earlier? Did you see if it worked right?
Yes, I fixed it. You weren't logged in.
The commit message. Do I change that?
Can. Do whatever you want.
Phil is playing a step ladder. 80 keys.
All right, it's all yours.
Okay.
I don't know if he's centered, actually.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, I was able to log into Nightbot now.
Can you edit the commands?
Yep, looks like it.
What is this ice ring?
Should be an ice orb,
What is it?
and it's the direct projectile thing. I don't know.
Oh, he's throwing this
What?
ball?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. I thought we had a frostbolt when you were showing me last time. You had like a icicle.
Oh no, I was gonna use that for the rain, but then I ended up using something else.
Okay.
Oh my god, you got some weird commands in here.
It was all for. It was for races
Why
and
do
stuff.
wizards clean their teeth 3 times a day? To prevent bat breath.
To prevent what?
Bat
Bat
breath.
breath.
Do you want me to trash the ones for the
You can
races,
edit and
or-
disable them in case we ever go back to them.
I don't see disable. There's just a trash can or edit.
And in the edit, they're
No. No. There's no way to disable it. It's just there or it's not. At least from what I can see. Maybe you can see something
set
different.
the required user level to like owner, and then nobody can use it, but me, and I won't use it. That way they won't go away. For
Yeah,
now.
I could do that. Is Jeff a moderator of the channel? He should be, right?
Yeah, I think he is.
I'm updating your mods list because he's not on here.
Okay. We are now going to make ourselves a frost wizard. Here we go. Alright, so the frost wizard has multiple files in here. I need a width on the frost wizard ish. Actually, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. How come my sprite editor is disabled?
I mean, 68 by 48. 68 by 64 right
Idiot,
now.
That's why. You know, I never tried to use Unity's thing for this. I could try it. For now, no. Count. There are 9 columns. Slice. Apply. The ice rain animation. Multiple. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 images it looks like. I look right?
Yep.
Does this shield door also have multiples? No. We're not, rotating that or anything right now with an animation, just is.
It for now just is.
Okay.
I tried
Nope,
to do
that's fine.
like, well, because I didn't know if it was even going to look good, but my thought was with the orb thing is to kind of like protect it, and it would have like a sheen that would like
Yeah.
animate.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Chris,
like the way it came out.
Yes, Jeffrey.
you have the Portainer for Cheyenne.
Did we even ever set one up there?
And there is. What's dot 3? Maybe that's not it. Maybe I'm
I don't know if we
stupid.
have one up there, but I am checking the
Let's see,
regular
dot
location
3.
it would be. It fails. It's not on the normal.
It's your box. That's why. Okay. Should be on time, right?
Nice.
1 minute. Yeah, 10.
Huh. Even Dazzle's not working up there. I don't know if we set up a lot of that stuff there because we kept it slim.
Yeah.
Because it just it doesn't have a lot of horsepower, so we're trying to kill it with something stupid like Portainer.
Yeah, I wonder if we throw it on that other box.
Throw
Because
what?
I want to throw a notepad app up there
Ah.
or a wiki app. That's what
Those
I'm
ones
trying
should
to
be
do.
okay. That's a lot of file I/O, so it shouldn't be a lot of shouldn't be terrible with CPU. Okay, back to what I was doing.
Okay, so
So this Frostbolt is, what did you call it? We gotta have better naming conventions for this. Stuff's killing me because I can't find anything.
it's in the same folder.
No, I'm just saying in general. Ice Ring doesn't. I think we're gonna have to come up with like a naming convention that's like the thing underscore then the
Well,
actual
yes, I
object.
agree. It can easily be changed.
It's getting a little annoying if you change at this point because I got like 100 images. Okay, so that should be that. Frost Mage should be close to done with that. So now what I want to do is want to add a component.
You don't have my gaming controller over there, do you?
What are you talking about?
I don't know where my controller went to.
Shield. Let's add a 2D sprite renderer. What is that called? Shield Aura 2. So what were you expecting with this shield? If
To go behind him?
You want it behind him.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
And not transparent.
You might need to bring him up a little bit.
Bring him up?
Yeah.
You mean what do you mean bring him up? He's at
Or
he's at
bring the
100%
shield
alpha.
down. What?
He's at 100%
No.
alpha. He can't be brought.
The location of the
I'm not
circle.
talking about location. I'm talking about Z-axis right now. I don't care about location. That'll fix. So you don't want any transparency. You just want him over the top of it.
Yes. Well, I mean, you can play around with it. I don't know what looks good.
I mean, I can put this in front of him, and then
You're gonna have to like
start
bring
to
it way down.
adjust. Yeah, I know. I mean, we can do some weird effects there, or not effects, but
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't. It's kind of hard to tell there versus what it would look like in game.
let's start with him behind it for now. Let's see what he looks like. Let me pull the shield now, back up to 100.
Tracy, can you, Chris? Let's see. And one of you test hitting that. I think I can.
Yeah, I can hit it.
Yeah, but it's your own notes because it's not loading what I did. Why is that?
Okay.
It'll work. It's individualized notes. That's not what I want.
I invited you to GitHub if you wanted to take a look at their notes area.
Yeah, I just want something too that if like I come up with something, I have it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna have to add a new game component for that. What's the other thing I got here? Oh, I got the ice rain. Okay, so that's gonna need. It's gonna need a new melee enemy spawn game objects. Frost, Mage, Ice, Rain. And I'm gonna make me a new. Frost Mage, Ice Rain, Animator. Animation. Frost Mage, Ice Rain, Animation.
All right, I'm gonna update the. Well, I don't need to do it right now. I'm saving it, and I'll push later on when we are done tonight. But I have the hit and death animation for that character or enemy.
Okay.
To grab myself a drink, I think. I'll be right back. Didn't come prepared tonight.
Apply all that stuff to that. Go to the scene. I actually hit play.
Right. So if the orb doesn't look good for the aura, then I figure you could just put the shield over his head and be like, oh, he's, got a shield. Oh, shield on. And maybe that would be the look that we want more anyway.
Yeah, not sure. Why did this separate them funny?
Why did what? Huh?
Not you, not talking to you. Just being weird with the animations here.
Is that black line you or is that me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You see there's a black line in the shadow in one of the frames?
Yes, I do. I do not know.
I don't think it's me, so it must be just. Okay, I'll figure it out. It's fine. I just wanted to see if it was. Sometimes I have the pencil on or whatever and accidentally draw on it. So we're working on here.
fuck one is that? I would check your side. That fifth one is doing it every time, regardless if it's in an animation or it's just on the screen. Something's wrong with that, or weird about it, I should say. Be the fifth, yeah. Nothing.
Well, there's two
No,
of
it's the
those.
fifth. I promise you it's the fifth. I'm specifically on the image right now. There is no other image but that. I start at 0, so it's 5. It's weird. See, export fucked up? No, it looks fine.
Yeah, there's nothing weird.
I hate Unity sometimes. I'm going to spend the next 7 months trying to remove this stupid line.
Don't know.
You got a chatter.
Kitty chat chat? Hello.
He'll be right back.
Always get a chatter when I go pee, huh?
He always
Literally.
Awkward.
Had to go pee.
said he's a fellow Unity dev.
That's weird. It doesn't show up in my regular chat. Oh, there we go. Yes, there are 4 of us here.
We're a family.
Yeah, we have 2 streaming right now and 2 on Discord, so we got 4 of us going. So
2 of us are useless right now.
Nah, not totally.
Nah.
Let's see. Got this animation going. Turn the sprite renderer back on. Okay. So let me get the. Let me save that. I can delete that now. Now get out of here.
Chris could probably answer his question the best.
My community manager is going to fail me tonight. No.
I told you.
You playing
this
Isaac?
question. I am.
Yeah.
I am.
The simplest answer is it is a rogue-like RPG 4-player multiplayer game. That's the easiest way to describe it. Of course, there's all sorts of different elements from different stuff, but that is the gist of it.
And Chris, there is no hockey tonight. It is tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, the 9th. I went to go check and was like, oh shit. And yeah, it's the 9th, not the 8th.
Let's pull that
Here's
over.
our Discord if you want to follow
Yes.
the game a little bit. They post a lot of updates on there.
Do we?
Well,
No.
we should be better.
We're going to get
about
better
it.
at that.
Now that it's coming along
Yeah.
a little bit better.
You have some actual content now to add.
So now, I need an enable a component editor action. Do I have a settings for this? I do. Why did it not show up? I thought I already create melee enemy actions. Is it spelled wrong? What did I do? Yep, that's why. You've been coding for a long time.
One day, Christopher.
Well, one day can be a long time in this field sometimes. 3 years. Unity is not my profession, so I tend to do things from a coding perspective more towards like an enterprise application. I've been coding since about 98, so like 25, 27 years. It is different coming into Unity and trying to do some things. Hey, yep. So I want to enable a component. So we're going to enable component shield. Cooldown is, say, every 10 seconds. Requires range, yes. So the Frost Mage, Jeffrey, will not turn on his shield until you get in a range, so he won't just be sitting around in the background casting until somebody comes around.
I mean, like, okay, so the idea behind that was it wasn't a definitive whether or not that mob
That's a
had
different
that.
thing. This is just
Right.
if
So
the
you're
action's
just saying
available,
he's
this
not
will
going to
go
stand by himself and buff himself.
good.
You're not
Correct.
gonna you're not gonna show up and he's already gonna be buffed and ready to go.
Pretty much.
Gotcha. I mean, that kind of would be cool for them to have that chance. Right? Like, he has a chance to have that
Well, then
buff
he would just be an
already.
elite or something.
Why is that not a
Yeah.
friendly action? Ah, that could be a both of non-friendly and friendly action, couldn't it? Shoot. Second, let me see something. That's a friendly action setting. This is just a base action setting. It could be either.
Is Unity what a lot of the bigger game companies would use?
No.
No.
They build their own.
Yeah,
Oh,
they would
okay.
typically
That
build
makes-
their
that
own.
makes sense.
They could use Unreal Engine 5, which is probably the more popular one for the bigger.
Yeah, I know that's like what Ashes uses, but I didn't know if like
They're using Unreal?
yeah. I don't know if like World of Warcraft, like I have no idea.
They
what
made their own.
use. That would make sense that a
Yep.
bigger company, like
Yep.
a huge company like that, would make their own. Why pay somebody else for the thing that you can
Because it
do
costs a
yourself, basically?
fortune.
Well, I'm
make
sure
your
it
own.
does, but when you've got multi-game platforms under like well, Activision, but Blizzard had it beforehand, but
Yeah, so I mean, like World of
That makes
Warcraft, the
sense.
engine I believe for that one took years. Like in itself, just took years to build
right,
the
but
engine to do it.
they had many successful games before World War.
Yeah, they had the money to pull that off. But like one of the mistakes Final Fantasy or Square Enix said that they did was that they made their own game engine for the Final Fantasy 13, and they felt it was a waste of money. It cost them like
Really.
$100 million to make, and they're like, we should have just done this in something
But
else,
then
like
did
Unreal
they
Engine.
continue to use it onto the current?
It depends. So like the Blizzard made their own StarCraft. The StarCraft 2 is built on its own engine, right? That engine only works for StarCraft. It's really what it comes
okay, I
down
see.
to. And at least they were able to reuse that engine for the Warcraft 3 remake, I think. And
Sure.
something else they used it for, which was interestingly weird. But it's so specific to what it does that it's not malleable into something else, which is a problem with Unity. Unity can't be optimized to do certain things because it is so generic. Whereas the StarCraft 2 engine was highly optimized to handle like large armies and a lot of things moving at once, but it can't run an RPG, right?
Right.
And like Valve made their own, what's it called, the Source engine or whatever? And they have their own, which is more focused on like a first-person shooter type of thing. That's what Team Fortress 2 is made on. That's what Half-Lives were made on. Wait a minute, that's not them. That's not Source. They might have their own. Source is, oh no, it is, because that's Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is built on that. So they were able to reuse theirs a handful of times.
Interesting.
Yeah, see, this is a base action, not a base friendly.
Yeah, Ashes of Creation started on Unreal 4. And then when 5 came out, they shifted to 5, and it was like kind of a painful process, but it was worth it.
I was gonna say, how quickly does it go out of date?
Not very often, I guess.
No, Unreal doesn't put out huge updates all that often. Unreal's been around for
Ever.
a long time.
My God,
only
since
on
games.
5.
I remember the Unreal. I remember Unreal being like a logo that people would use in games from the 80s almost. 90s, early 90s. I remember some games would have their logo on it.
I don't remember. I remember it quite a while ago. 1998. It was made to. It was made for the Unreal video game series. Makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's actually the series. Yeah, it must be the series that I was thinking of. Unreal. Yeah, because these other games don't look familiar. From the 2000s, maybe something in the 2000s.
Game written.
Oh, that one was XCOM.
Great. Most famous game developed in Unity is Pokemon Go.
Oh, that's okay. That's
fucking good.
This is probably the most familiar to me. BioShock was written in Unreal.
Yes. But
so that
for Unity, Hollow Knight, Among Us, Cuphead, Subnautica, they're all Unity. But see, none of those are AAA studios.
I mean, they're big games though.
They are.
Well, BioShock's pretty big. Ghost Recon's pretty big.
The Unity one.
Oh, Unity. I'm sorry. I'm like, what?
Chris, you wanted percentage-based damage when doing rather than static value, right?
No, that one you can give me numbers, but it does. Numbers don't really. Honestly, we don't even need numbers.
So if I'm like, okay, I want a ability that some mob can do. The mob set is he can cast a fireball.
Yep.
The second ability is he can crack the ground and lava comes spewing up at random portions in that crack. And the third ability is he does a jump backwards. For the damage abilities,
I would just do a low, medium, high. We don't really know what our numbers are going to look like, so how are you?
So what does low, medium, high mean?
It means we'll tweak it later.
But
we'll know that
if you get hit by it, it's low damage, right? I guess is what you're saying.
Yeah. So let's say later on we Our scale is, let's pretend 1 through 10. If we say low, it'll probably be 1 or 2. When we say high, it'll probably be 8 to 7. But if we eventually have our damage 1 to 900, low might be 100, right? So
Right, okay.
we'll figure that out as we go. But at least in the docs, if it says low, medium, or high, you and I will know when we're tweaking them that if we tweak something that's low, it should stay lower than something we labeled on that dude as high, right?
I got you.
I hope that our lowest damage thing will be a power of 10 starting. So let's say 10 is the lowest. That way we can do like an easy increase of.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is like
10's probably the
so. Let's
point,
say
but I don't know what the big is. You always want to start with 10 as your damage because when you increase the damage by 10%, it's now 11, right? If you start at 1 and you increase your damage by 10%, it's 1.1. Now you're just dealing with fractional nonsense.
Right. But the problem I'm having is like, what if I want to do a dot and I want to do every 5 seconds it's 8% of your health?
Well, then you
say-
need to specify. It does 2% of the whatever the target's health. Then it will do percentage.
Then on direct damage or AOE things, what if I wanted to be however many people are in that area? So, like, if you and Nicole are standing next to each other. Okay. So,
give me text on what you wanted to do. I wanted to do a low amount of direct damage. Okay. I wanted to do a percentage of their health, about maybe 10%. You know, whatever you want to say with that.
Yeah. So, can we do things? Ideally, can you have it so that if there's a multiplayer game, more than one player, it adds an ability to XYZ mob?
Yes.
Whereas if you go in by yourself, that mob does not have that ability.
Yes.
Okay.
You could have another set, well, whatever. You could
That's
have an
what I'm
entire set
thinking.
of
Is
stuff.
like, right, like a minion that maybe it's a something, right? And if there's more than one player in the dungeon, he casts it on someone, they have to be near someone else for a period of time. Or maybe it's a damage thing. So long as you're near someone else, you don't take damage.
Yes. Doable.
Okay.
Could also have things that, like, hit the ground, and if 5 people are in it, it does 20% to each
10% to each one, yeah.
Right, and then if there's
Otherwise,
only
it's
4 there, it's
100%.
25% each. If there's 2 there, it does 50%
Right.
each, right?
Oh, let's split the damage.
Yeah. That all that is doable.
Okay, good.
I hate split the damage. I always forget.
I hate split the damage.
And that's why I want to be punishing in some of these things where it's like, you know, you're not always meant to win. You're not always meant to fail. But when you get out of that level, you should feel success.
Like this Binding of Isaac, so punishing.
Yeah. Like Isaac. Isaac.
D4.
Frost, Mage, Shield. This is now going to be a shield. Target, self only, target type, random. What the frick does that do? Oh, yep, okay. Why does it say missing script? You're not missing a script. Don't be weird. being annoying, aren't you?
No, no.
I don't have the in-range stuff here. It's friendly only. Alright, I'm gonna have to screw around with this. This is gonna do a bit of work, but it's a thought. Okay, spawn location. Your target. Cooldown is 5 to 10 seconds. Spawn distance is anywhere from 0 to 1. Spawn object is the ice rain. Maximum count is 1. Range is 5. Requires sight and range. What that'll do. That's weird. Game object settings. Okay. I don't think this is gonna work. Enemy lists. How's that thing called? Time set. Nope. Network manager. Enemies. Gets a Frost Mage. Damn it.
Chris,
Yes.
a baseline item. If I'm creating an item and I say I want it to have strength and stamina,
Yeah.
what do you want me to use on it? Or do you just want me to say it has strength and stamina and this perk?
Use in that text I sent in the chat earlier. Those are your stats that you can use. So stamina would be health in this case. Strength would be physical attack.
Right, but do you want me to assign a value? Or do you want me just to say it has this and it has that?
Assign a value for now. We'll adjust
You can use
needed
the
later.
high, medium, and low like before.
Yeah, you could do that too. If you want to be a little bit more
Yeah, but
generic about
it's
it.
also like I would envision this item dropping early just for XYZ item, right?
Well, then you say that.
Then yeah, you would say none or low, depending on what you want for it. And to be clear, I mean, the physical.
I mean, some of the perks are going to be like the item may have shitty stats on it, but the perk is like fucking ridiculous.
Right.
Like maybe every third hit, you suddenly can dodge the hit or have a high chance to dodge the hit.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, but it's not like maybe it's got like one strength and you're an agility user, right? Like that's the idea.
Yeah, I mean we're not really going that route yet. I mean I don't think we ever will. We're just going physical and magical. So no agility, no strength. This is your physical damage. And the concept would be at the moment that all things probably have magic and physical damage of some sort. It just may not be more predominant for your class. So Archer would be a good example.
So like as a paladin wouldn't necessarily want magical, but at the same point it may boost some of their abilities.
Correct. And even like an archer, you got a physical attack is probably your bow and arrow, but if you use a poison arrow, probably uses a magic status.
It's going to have some magical bonus benefit.
Which helps with the whole thing I was trying to go with before of all things should help all people. All right, just trying to blanket that.
Yeah, but then it's just a dungeon run through simulator, right? Like, how fun is that?
How fun is what?
How fun is that? It's just a dungeon run through simulator. That's all it is.
To a degree, yeah. The items are there to assist you, not for you to play item inventory manager.
I think he didn't want to spend a lot of time, looking at items.
I don't want to look
at
it.
Passive.
Just want to pick them up.
Right, you don't want to look at it.
Everything's good.
Do you want the player to have a conscious choice of do they want that?
Everything's good.
Everything's good.
You want everything.
You want it all. It's all good.
All the things up.
All the Looney Tunes.
All Looney Tunes. All of them. Now. Every one of them.
Jeff. That sigh.
Yep.
It's a dungeon run through simulator.
Yep.
Like it's progressively more fun.
I mean, just
like
Hammerwatch, just like
collecting all the things, filling out the town.
That game we just played there.
Ember Knights.
Sure, Ember Knights.
Right, everything is good. And when you finally get a choice, it's more about your preference, not about
you just find the things you like better. Oh, I love to have Guppy and Isaac, but I don't like the babies. Tracy loves the babies.
They're all good though.
So
They're
on
all
a boss,
good.
Jeff,
Yeah,
you're going to get a 3-choice pick. You will pick something of those 3, but all 3 were beneficial to you. You just
Tracy
chose
may
one
like
over
Guppy,
the other.
but she'll never get Guppy.
I'll never get Guppy. Why?
Because I always get Guppy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fact.
I don't see the draw.
It's about
Other than
murder.
you're running through a dungeon to just try and murder things.
It's about murder with your friends.
But-
It's not about an inventory management system.
Theory, crafting gear.
That doesn't mean that
Yeah, but
doesn't
it's-
change in the future, Jeff, but that is what it is right now. Right? All this is, you know how hard it is to change gear? It takes like a day to change the way that works if you really want to do
Now you
it.
have to wait for everybody.
I know. I'm just the thing is like I agree with you. I don't want the loot Tetris or the this isn't good for me, I'm just gonna leave it.
Yep.
But at the same point, I don't want to play a game where I just run through it and it's me just trying pathing. Right? Because that's all it is. No matter what, I'm going to touch everything. I'm going to do everything. Right? There's no reason for me to want to do it. Like I'm not working towards a specific build. It's just whatever I get is whatever I get.
Once you get to know the items, yeah, you
Once you
may
get to know
have
the
something
items,
you
you might
prefer
be.
over the other.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean every item's going to drop every run.
Correct. There's 100 items in the run or in the game. You might only get 20. Just like in Krabby's, right? You're like, oh, I wanna get my spike ball build again, but you're not seeing any of that. Okay, fine. You go with a different style, and you will have choices, but all those choices are beneficial. Everything in Krabby's is always beneficial, right? Nothing's negative.
Yeah, nothing's well. I mean,
But if you stack
could be
all
negative
the
for
Lord
your
of the
play
Flies,
style.
you might. If you stack all
Right.
the fly things in Isaac, you might get Lord of the Flies. But if you decide not to do that, then it's still a good item, but like it just may not give you the benefit of stacking them.
Whoa, my God!
What'd you do?
Might not be a cooldown on their
switch.
attack.
Twitch. Oh
Look at him
wow.
go. Pew,
Look at
pew,
them
pew,
go!
pew, pew.
Oh God, they're pissed! Oh God, they're
I
pissed!
mean, that's a little big too.
Shush it. Yeah, none of them
looks
are
like an
casting
ice
anything
ball.
else because that thing is just on mega cooldown. Alright, I gotta fix that. Alright. One thing at a time here. Frost Mage, Frostbolt, cooldown is
so
0.
sleepy.
That makes sense.
Too much
Yeah, it should be
outdoor
like
time today.
Let's try
Makes me
that.
tired.
3
Yeah,
seconds.
Enix
maybe?
is
Yeah.
like zonked out.
Just all that fresh air. He doesn't know.
I
Very
made him take a
sleepy.
bath when we got home, and
Oh.
after that he went straight to the
Yeah.
bed.
He's like, I'm going to bed. I've had my bathy. Now it's time for bedtime.
And they're individual timers. Nice.
Yeah.
Yay, Christopher, you did it.
That's 1.
You did it. You
Dang.
did it.
Alright, where is this projectile?
What is that? Or is that the bell?
That's his frost.
And what about the
bolt.
rain?
It's working on it. We're getting there. Where's this projectile? What's it called? There it is, Frostbolt. Alright, so how big do we want that thing? That's probably better. Let's do that. Frostbolt be a bit smaller. There we go. Now, where's the rain? It actually did cast it. I don't know where it is. Oh, I know where it is.
It's off the map.
Nah, it's on the map. It's just behind.
Different level.
Yep. There we go. The layer Z-axis was off.
And that necessarily shouldn't for them.
Well, it didn't destroy it at the end, but it's there. Alright, well it is doing it.
That necessarily wasn't supposed to be like a directly cast on the player. It could be cast in an area, but it was
Yeah, I
just...
have it off right now, a small offset from the player, so it's random.
Yeah.
But I can make it bigger too. Not casting it again. Oh, because there's code in there that says you can only have one. Fuck.
Each one.
And
Only
they're
can
not
have one.
destroying at the end of their thing. Alright, I gotta write some code. Ice rain. Actually, I might not. Do I have a thing called destroy after? Destroy game magic after time. Fuck yes.
Probably.
How many frames
If
do I
it's
have
the
that?
Rain of Ice, probably like after 6 seconds, 7 seconds.
Her animation isn't that long, so we can't go that long yet. I don't have it looping.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to take like the first
Well, they
section to get a
shouldn't-
ramp up, and then I need to loop through a middle, and then go out the end. But we don't have that right
They,
now.
they should cast it and then be able to cast something else. They shouldn't like channel it.
These are not channeled.
There's a difference. Okay.
Could be, but
I'm guessing that's also something I need to specify too. Is
you
if
should.
It's channeled.
If it stops them from walking, if it stops them from doing something else, I need to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to destroy after 3 seconds. Too bad. 3 seconds. Ooh, what is that? I think that's in seconds.
You go in bed.
Yeah.
And it's 9
What?
o'clock.
Hold your patootie tooties.
Get 10 minutes.
I'm holding. Patootie tooties.
Yeah, she's a
Give
quitter.
you a patootie tootie. I'm a grandma. I gotta go to bed.
Quitter.
Gonna be up to stream at 5 a.m.
Quitter.
Things to do, yo.
No, I probably won't stream that early because I'm grumpy and tired that early in the morning.
That you are, my dear.
Yeah, it's spawning off me a little bit, and sometimes on me. It's just random. I have it within a range of me. It actually looks cool when there's two over each other because it gets a nice shadow effect. Now I have it on a wicked short cooldown, but it's close enough. Tracy, I kind of like the size of that too. I got it pretty big compared to what you gave me.
Yeah, I think I need a. Well, no, maybe not. I was gonna say the shadow looks a bit round, but maybe not. I don't know.
It's fine because that'll be the indicator of whether or not you're being hit or not. I think I like it. Now where's their shield, you little bitches?
What happens if you make it even a little bigger?
You want bigger? A little bigger.
Yeah, because you want to make it kind of challenging to get out of, right?
I mean, we can make it bigger.
Well, I mean, it depends on how. Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
No, too much.
I was kidding. I can make
Dial
it
that back.
That's a bit bigger too.
Yeah, that looks fine.
All right, we'll leave it at that. It's 5 times the size you gave me. And Unity did a good job scaling the pixels.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's your damn shields, you little shits? That one's going to cause me a problem, I think, for some reason. Where are your shields? Scene. Grab you. You turned on your shield. Oh, the sprite render's off. Why? Okay. There we go. It's not perfect, and the shield doesn't do anything, but they can cast a 5-second shield on themselves for now. See if it'll do it again. Yeah, there we go. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. It's weird when they're all just frost mages, because then it doesn't, you don't get a lot of variety here. And they're going to be real close to each other.
I like it.
And the shield looks nice, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. So that's behind him?
That's behind him. Straight up behind, no transparency.
Yeah. Well, I think it should also, like, maybe flicker.
I mean, yeah, you can have an animation to it eventually.
So I think the...
Gotta pee again.
I think the ground needs to show up for at least a frame. Or maybe another frame before it, and then the ice show up. Like they cast it and it shows up, right? But that can be something later. It's just...
Well, that first frame doesn't necessarily need to hit you either. Like,
yeah.
It's hard, it's quick to see, but there is like a small shadow and it grows in size.
Okay.
So maybe like that first shadow or two, even when it's growing, it doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, it shouldn't hit you. Right.
What's actually not too hard to do. I mean, it takes time.
I like that rain of ice.
You like what?
It looks cool. I like the rain of ice. It looks cool.
It does look nice. I like that. So what I can
and
do...
the ability they're slinging looks kind of meh, but the shield looks awesome.
Okay. So what I would do to the Frost Mage Ice Rain is I would add a Circle Collider. So the Circle Collider would actually be point... The Y is going to come down, what, like 0.5? I go the wrong way. Yep. Negative 0.2. Nope, still too much. 0.1. There we go. Dead center. Fucking A. This should be like 5. Nope. 3. Okay. So the way the animation controller works, which is really nice, it's weird that it's part of animation. One has to remember in Unity that animation does not necessarily animating an image. Animation can be anything of the game object being altered over time. So yes, I can put a Circle Collider here on that particular frame, and then I can literally say whether it's enabled or not enabled, and I can also change its radius over time with the animation itself. And so the Circle Collider should, not that I, yeah, let me see now. If I do this, and I come all the way over here, and I set it to, stop. That's the biggest size, so point.
Don't know if you know.
What?
Don't know if you know. can also call functions in the administrator.
I'm gonna punch you right in your nose.
What?
What are we?
Comment.
Just reading and mumbling.
What?
What are we? What?
That didn't come from
In
me.
chat.
In the chat. Chris.
What's happening?
I'm reading you the comment.
Oh! I got you.
I
Joseph has
have
a
no
suggestion for you.
idea any of those things put together. So
Love it. Not that I am gonna make this correct, but yeah. Then I would have to change this one to 0.9.
Chaos.
Always chaos. And that is at about 0.9. 0.09. Come on. I hate this. I'm not good at this. Play. Yeah, it's not perfect, but you get the idea. You can have the collider adjust with the shadow, and then I can just use the collider as code for when that person is actually standing in it. I can then trigger the damage for that particular thing. So yeah, Jeffrey, from your point in the beginning, I mean, we can always change the frames in the beginning too. Even though there's ice coming down in the beginning, the shadow isn't big enough to do any damage. You'd have to be really in there for it to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I will have to fiddle with that to get that.
I was just thinking,
tighter.
like, I'm in the back of my mind, hey, it's not going to give enough time for the player, and that's one thing that frustrates me as a player is when you get hit and there's like no visual indication you did wrong.
And what we can do is we can also, at the beginning
What
of
is
the
this, Dark
animation,
Souls?
No, I'm all for penalizing the player for being stupid. But
don't stand in shit.
right.
don't stand in shit.
Don't be a fucking dumbass.
Yeah,
But also, get good.
we can also we can start that game object with a red ring, and then make that go away for the ice to start coming on, right? Whoops. I just added that trigger and forgot to make it I added that collider and didn't make it a trigger, and I just got stuck on it. Like, why did I get pushed around? Alright, yeah. Way too many mages. Gonna have to get the shield to work. Let's get a lot to work. Alright, let's bring back the other enemies and make sure that they play somewhat nice together. Let's see, let's go to the area set. Yeah,
Enemy section.
I have a real hard time seeing chat when I'm doing animations because that comes up on a whole nother window.
Do you need another monitor?
I do need another monitor.
Stop, really?
I need one like right here. I want one right here.
Well,
no, Tracy, don't.
I'm just saying you don't have room.
No, right here.
You can't. Where?
Right here.
On the wall?
Yeah, it would just mount to the desk and be up here. No. Do not indulge my nonsense. I already have 4 monitors. I don't need a 5th.
Can't you can you turn this one on and then just wheel it over?
Wheel it over.
No.
Wheel it fucking over.
Like, don't indulge me.
Just do this and go.
I would have to have another computer on. I don't.
It's still so far away.
And I probably would never see it. I would never look over there for Twitch. I need to get.
He could use one of his work monitors if you're really.
That's what she's doing to me right now.
Oh, okay. It's hard. I can't see, so.
Yeah. Let me put that back. And yes, you can call functions.
Oh, he said your game looks good.
Oh, wow, we got
Thanks.
Thank you.
I mean, we're trying. For, amateur.
I wouldn't say that.
For amateur hour, we're not doing
I wouldn't
so bad, right?
fucking say that.
So we are going to change the enemies. We're going to bring this down so they all have an equal chance to spawn. We got
a town too. I don't think you even saw the town.
Oh, the town.
Oh, the town.
All right, well.
Oh my goodness!
Frost Mage and the Skeleton Mages are working.
Oh,
Together?
my boy.
The Skeleton Mages are a little bigger, but you know, it's that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
There's a ton of dudes.
Oh, wow.
That is so mad at me.
Chaos.
Let me just murder them all.
I was say, why you gotta turn everything up to
So-
1,000 every time you log in?
Do you have that working with the shield though? Does it take like
It
2
does-
shots to him or whatever?
No, it does not actually save him.
Oh my god, he's not a chihuahua. Oh.
Oh, he's not a chihuahua?
He's an
That'd be
Italian
fun.
greyhound.
Yes.
Close enough though. He's close enough to a chihuahua.
He's like 100
not
times
as-
faster than a chihuahua, but still cute.
Not as crazed as a chihuahua.
True. True.
He's looking for a second dinner.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rework the actions a little bit, but the idea is sound. I mean, it's there.
You smell good.
Because he had a bathy.
Where are my warriors? Have I even seen any? Oh yeah, there he is. Slicing his little sword at me.
Oh, kid, just sitting on my hand.
Yeah, and then see that's the kicker, Jeff. So what you would do is you would come in here, you'd see the Frost Mage, and then you would go to like his Frost Bolts, and you'd say, "Dude, you are just gassing out way too much," and then you would chill him out a
I
little bit.
can't
and you'd
see
be
what
like,
you're doing. Oh, in there. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
you would literally be like, cooldown on the Frostbolt is whatever, 10
And
seconds
you just
instead,
turn him
right?
down.
Then you get min-maxed. Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's min-max is just random. It's just gonna pick a time between that. And if you don't
Time
want
between
a
the
time,
two values. Yeah.
yeah, and if you don't want a time between it, just make them the same. It's always the same, right?
So if you want, right, like if I have a stellar ability that he can use this every 10 seconds, you just set bolt to 10, and he's going to use it 10.
Yes.
Okay.
As long as he's in range, as long as he requires sight, if you turn those two things on.
Right.
Otherwise, he will just cast them. Which would be hilariously weird, but yes, he could.
Yeah, because there's like things I want to do, like the quake or ground shake or something weird, right? Every so often he can do it. But
So like the Rain of Ice probably is like a 20 to 30 second cooldown. It's too much right
yes.
now.
Yes.
I just
Too much.
Yeah.
shrunk it down. Now we should. That's the other thing I got to do. I got to give them cooldowns in the beginning so they don't just ass blast everything all at once. But that's what they do right now.
And the shield should be a chance too, not always.
Shoot me. There he goes. Yeah. So that's a little better with the timing. But still, again, it's something you and I can tweak, or anybody could tweak later on. Just come in here and be like, I don't see the blizzard often enough. Let's turn it down a little bit, right?
Turn it down, right? Okay.
Why are you licking me so
Or
much?
These skeleton mages are here throwing fireballs like goddamn candy at people. Maybe slow that down a little bit, 'cause you're constantly freaking dodging them. And there's a lot of other things too. Like I have.
Yeah, that's all tweaking that you do later on.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that for Jeff, it's not. He doesn't need to worry about it now because it is so easy to tweak.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling him. Well,
Yeah.
yes, it is easy to do, but yeah, you take care of it all later, though.
And this thing, I mean, this is kind of. I have things like, oh, you want multiple. Could multiple rains of ice or whatever, ice rain, come down at the same time? Yeah. So I have a maximum count of number of objects that get spawned, which is something important because let's say you have a pet. You can say you can only have one of these even though the first one didn't die. He won't cast the second one until that one goes away. Or you can say, no, you could have like 5 of them. And he'll just spawn 5 pets if you're not killing him fast enough, right? All that exists. Kind of now. As you can see, I just built a mage without writing any code. All of that worked without writing any code. It's not 100%, but it's close. My nose is itchy from being outside.
I am. I was gonna say we are past time. So.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
You should show Genesis your town before you.
Our little town?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold, Enix, hold on. Whoa.
Is so nice.
We can actually maybe run the game as a game.
Maybe run the game. You need to switch back. You'll get dinner soon. Soon.
Let's see the town, he says. Let's see the town.
This is our start menu. Oh, hi. Oh, boy. It's not time yet. He's having a conniption fit here. So this is our nice little main menu, and then this is our like UI so far. We haven't played around with this too much, but in order to do like the multiplayer stuff. So if you start the game, town be broke.
I love it.
Town. I haven't been in the town in a while. Town be broke. Really?
What did you do?
Hey, Chris, the town doesn't work.
Okay.
Working as intended.
Seriously?
Clearly, we don't have all the bugs figured out.
High quality stuff here. How'd you reference those stuff to this? That's the ID manager? What's wrong with the ID manager? 32 of that. Let me get. Hold on. Un momento. Oh! I know what's wrong. Well, I know what's wrong. I want to fix it quickly. My debug manager's gone? What the heck?
Tracy's got a nice picture of the town.
Yeah, if anything, we could have her show you the town. There we go. Simple fix. Maybe. So we do have a town.
Oh, see, your town is missing all of the
My
fun
town is
stuff
missing
at
stuff. Hers is better. See, you can
Hers
run
is
through
way
walls
better.
right now. And I can also control the NPC because I'm building a GOP system for the town. So they can go in the buildings and come out of the buildings. So that was a start. And then, like, these chickens are part of the GOP system. I was testing the GOP system. So they kind of want to move. They kind of want to peck the ground when they're hungry and such. But yeah, Tracy, you should show yours because yours is definitely prettier. I have not put it all together.
Yeah, well, I mean, mine.
Oh yeah, and you got your bar?
Yeah, the thing is, I have like so many different layers on this that I don't know. I didn't name them very well. So, but yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. A lot of empty buildings. Yeah, I don't know which one are my. There it goes.
There's the town.
There's the town. Yeah, mine doesn't have like the trees and such because we haven't figured out what we want to do with that.
The little paths.
Like, do we want to paint every single tree in the spot that they get painted, or what? I haven't gone down that path yet. I may soon.
Can the town change for seasons?
Sure.
Yes, it can.
Oh yes, that's the player character with the town shop that looks like the player character.
Yes.
Yeah.
The NPC that is the owner of the shop.
Just take off that
one. So my first thought right now that I've been playing around with this is I basically, I want to attach a season to the buildings, and I want to attach a season to like the bushes and the trees, and then they would just load a different sprite object or animation based on that season.
Mm-hmm.
And then the season will just get set based on the town and settings and all.
Well, remember we also have a Candy Mountain.
Ah, Candy Mountain.
Charlie. No, I mean, I just have to put them into sprites, but yeah, we have different season color trees and stuff, so.
Yep.
We're ready to go.
We got stuff. Doesn't work yet, but we got stuff. I was more focused on the dungeon than I have been the town more so, but I do need to get the town to function. The idea behind the town is that it should be pretty decrepit on your first coming into the town when you first start the game, and in fact, it probably will have almost nothing in it. And then as you gain things from the dungeon, you can come back and rebuild certain aspects of the town. And then maybe NPCs will start to move back in and such. So the town should come to life. You have a reason for going into the dungeon, and that is to bring the town and the townspeople back home into safety.
You might find them in the dungeon.
You might find them in the dungeon, or you'll find their fishing pole in the dungeon, and then they can go fishing. So yeah.
All right, this boy needs
Yes,
his
we need to go feed the
food.
doggo.
Doggy wants his dinner.
Well, Genesis,
I gotta go to bed.
Nice to have you come join our stream.
Nice chatting.
Yes, please come back. We are around. Have a good night, and anybody
We'll be
else?
back tomorrow for gaming, and
Yep.
then Wednesday for more coding and this.
Yep. All right. Well, have a good night. Hope to see you around soon.
Night.
Bye.